enabled this feature. Like if you see here, there is web and mobile analytics. You have to go there, and if you see here, take some time. And so today so many people has visited, and if you take some different date, it's loading. So anyways, how to enable this feature, how to make people, how to see the people who has visited. So what you can do is you come here, configure data source, and here configure collect. So if you click this, you get this script here, you get the script. So this script, you have to paste it before the body. So every website, if you take a website, you have to, this one you have to sit with your web developer. So definitely if your company is using some website, maybe if it is Amazon website, if you got a job in Amazon and you wanted to see who has visited your web page, so for that there would be a web team. So you have to go to the web developer and you have to ask him that, could you please put this code before the body tag. So body is something which comes at the end, like how the web page works. So there you should ask him. He just need to copy paste this here. This would be your MDM ID. So sorry, MID. So he keeps this MID here, and again he keeps his MID, and he just pastes it, and that's it. Nothing he has to do. Once if he could do this, automatically this gets activated within 24 hours. So within 24 hours this gets activated, and if you see here, all the data like would flow into this thing. So here if you see, one person has visited from Spain, and what you can do is I would take some date here, or maybe last or this month or last 30 days. I just take last 30 days. See, in last 30 days 9 people has visited. So this one, it happened because of this corona issue, or some other reason. And also what happened was, these people, whichever website they have used, so in that website how many people has visited. So 4 people has visited from France, Italy, Germany. So this one would give a overview. And also here, yeah, so you get all this analytics here. So this is how this web analytics works. So how you have to enable this is, you should know that you just need to do a small minor change with your web team, and that's it. This gets activated. No other change is necessary for this one. So this is how you can do it. Or if you're building a cloud page, on a cloud page itself, there is a small tab or a small button which is like web and mobile analytics. Once you enable that, then that cloud page, you put it in a mobile or you throw it anywhere, people, whoever clicks it, whoever uses it, automatically that would be tracked. So this is about mobile analytics. And one more important thing what we would be looking into it today is this Einstein features. So this is highly important, as I said. So in Einstein there are multiple things like Einstein scoring, messaging insights, engagement frequency, copy insights, content selections, send time optimizations, email recommendations, and web recommendations. So these are certain things which newly came from past 1 year. These things came into market. So last year they bought this Einstein scoring first, and then frequency, and slowly recently they bought these three things. And email recommendations and web recommendations, they bought it very long back, but it is ultimately a failure. Nobody is using it, and this doesn't work properly at all. So you can just forget about these things. These things are important because this will add a lot of value to your profile. And also if someone asks questions on that, you can easily able to answer. So I'll tell you like how to answer these questions. So first of all, when they give you these things, so when they give you org for you, and you wanted to enable Einstein. So if they ask you, like as soon as you go into a company, imagine if it's a small company, and your manager is highly interested in you working with marketing cloud, and is very happy to have you there. So he'll ask like what more you can do. So, or maybe he has something in his mind saying them that we have to use some Einstein kind of. So especially, tell me like what do you mean by this Einstein? So this is completely nothing, guys. See, This is just a name, like what they give, like artificial intelligence or machine learning. So these terms these days, it is very much, um, you know, it's a highly spoken thing everywhere. If you take any technology, if you go to any field, everybody speaks about AI, everybody speaks about machine learning. In Salesforce, if you come, people say it is artificial intelligence and Einstein. So what does this do? It's nothing. What it will do is it will take the data, it will just take the old data, and it would calculate the probability, and it will say like what do you like more. That's it. So if you see in our normal life, imagine you are watching YouTube. So you just created one new email Gmail and you are watching YouTube videos. Imagine you're watching Cartoon Network. So today you watched Cartoon Network, tomorrow, and everybody have some static point. So what they do is, after you watch Cartoon Network for 7 days, and on eighth day if you open your YouTube, you will see only this Cartoon Network, Disney, Pogo, all these channels only, because this YouTube have a eye on you. That means they have some artificial techniques, like in what and all the things you are interested. Or maybe you take Netflix or any other Amazon Prime or something. If you are highly interested in watching horror movies, if you keep on watching horror movies, you will get all these horror movie recommendations only. It says that since you watch this, you can watch this. So this has been categorized. So they have a category, everything. This is a drama movies, these are comic movies, these are horror movies. So first they categorize it. So based on your view, based on the users ideas, based on the users interests, you engaging the customer based on his interest is the artificial intelligence in our current trend. But ideally, what people thinks is artificial intelligence means like what we see in movies, the robots and all those. It's nothing. All the areas, whatever you see, they just take the data, analyze it, pick the best and give you what you need. That's it. For example, and also how much this is worthy is, like I would say 50%. Because imagine, for example, doctor tells to Gopis, hey Gopi, you should eat fish for 3 days. You have to definitely eat fish for 3 days. Then only your health problem would be solved. So Gopi doesn't like fish at all, for example. So what he'll do is, since doctor said and he has to eat fish, he'll go to hotel, he'll have the fish for the second day, third day he'll have fish, fourth day he'll have fish, fifth day automatically the system says Gopi loves fish. But that is how the system, so it all depends. It analyzes the brain but not the heart. So here also it's the same. What Einstein does is, this is also the same. It already takes the data from us and it will analyze it, and it would give what exactly the customer wants it, or what customer is interested in. So that is about it. So here in this marketing cloud, a lot of companies, they don't encourage Einstein for certain reason. So I'll tell you like why they are interested in Einstein and why they are not interested in Einstein. So first of all, why people are interested in Einstein, especially in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, is because of marketing. So when you go to Dreamforce or here and there, you see a lot of boot camps happens. The Salesforce, they do marketing every day. Every time you see a summer release or any winter release, everywhere. See, release happens somewhere in San Francisco, but here everybody celebrates it. Salesforce has a lot of money, so they keep on old man and old man's puppet, and they would sell the things. So how this why they do is this, because just for marketing sake. And and if you see this Einstein, what it would do is, it's as I said, it just predicts. And why some people doesn't use this, I'll tell you. Einstein is, once you enable Einstein in your org, you cannot disable it. So that is the first problem. So first is enabling. And second thing is, imagine you have almost like some 70 business units or maybe 80 business units. Then your Einstein will not work. Einstein works only for 50 business units. It works only for 50 business units. And third one is, Einstein doesn't know subscriber key or subscriber ID things, because it's a mission. What this mission does is, it will never know what is subscriber key, because in some companies they use alphanumeric subscriber keys, some companies they use some special characters in subscriber keys. It all depends. China use a different kind of a subscriber key, but globally everybody uses a subscriber key which has a validation at the rate dot com or something at the rate and dot. So this is the universal validation. So you might be knowing how this email gets validated on a UI. So based on that validation, this Einstein completely works on emails. That means this doesn't work on a subscribers. And fourth drawback on this one is, if you use custom unsubscribe, this doesn't give a proper result, because custom unsubscribe means, as I said, there are three unsubscribes, which is master, the list, and master and global you can forget it. The master and the list unsubscribe. So what happens is, now in your company, what it's little says, hey, come on Ashok, we don't want to have a unsubscription in the link itself. What we will do is, whenever a person clicks the link, so because imagine that every day contacts are coming from a different system. We have a different Amazon system or Amazon web server, or maybe some BI or a BigQuery or something. We have a different system there, or a big data or something. So we have a different system. Every day the contacts come into our system, we send an emails. But if a person unsubscribes it, we have to tell the BigQuery team, because even in this maybe if you're working in a company, or maybe the org what I'm demoing, so these people, they have B2B, they have B2C, they have transactional. So for B2B, the data comes at one from single point. For B2C, the data comes from single point. But a person unsubscribes it, he can unsubscribe from B2C business unit only. He cannot unsubscribe from the global. So, and also a lot of campaigns are running through that BigQuery. Imagine that other Adobe is also working, they are sending emails. MailMonkey is also sending emails. MailChimp also sending emails. So a lot of other systems, they are continuously sending emails. If a person unsubscribes your email, you have to tell all the systems that the person is unsubscribed. So for that reason, what these people they do is, they make a custom unsubscribe logic. So the link what you click, it is not built with ARM script or something, but they will do it with some other logic, so that in all the systems it will get updated saying them that, hey, this person is unsubscribed. So most of the companies, they use unsubscription logic. If you have this custom unsubscribe logic, this marketing cloud system doesn't know whether the person is unsubscribed or not. So for example, what Ashok does is, he's not at all interested with the products what I'm sending. For example, I'm working in Amazon, I'm sending him emails, so he's not all interested. So he has unsubscribed it. What he has done, when he unsubscribed it, it is a custom unsubscribe, because there was a link, he clicked it in from marketing cloud. He is not unsubscribed, but he has unsubscribed from directly from Amazon itself. Now what happens is, this marketing cloud system, it still thinks that Ashok is a customer, and it keeps on predicting, and it keeps on using his customer thing and percentage calculation, all these things, it keeps on using it. So that is one of the disadvantage of it. And so these are the four disadvantages you can say. And coming to advantages, so these, you see, these are like drawbacks. And fifth drawback is, you cannot maintain this. That means, for example, what the system does is, it will wait to some point of time. As I said, for example, YouTube is there. So what I will do is, I will go and see Cartoon Network for today. Tomorrow, as soon as I log in, there is no guarantee that I get all the cartoon, because it takes some time. So after 1 week, if I see continuously, then only my YouTube server knows that this person is interested in Cartoon Network, and it says, okay, let us send. So it needs some prediction time. So this prediction time, the automations which Marketing Cloud has built for this Einstein is something which is built by them. You cannot touch that. You don't even know where it runs on the back end. You cannot maintain it. That is a problem. So, and one more thing is, it is not flexible. Whatever it gives, like whatever the data it gives, you cannot trust on that. It is sometimes it gives a proper, sometimes it is improper, but it has its own algorithms, and it has its own automations. You cannot stop the automations, or you cannot start the automations. Now for example, you know, for auditing sake, you are in a Nestle company, and you have to show to your shareholders that your company is in profits. So you always have this algorithms and all these things, so you are exposing your Einstein analytics to them, and whenever they click, they see, okay, they see the graph and they think that, okay man, Nestle is in profits, let's invest a lot of money in Nestle. So people start investing on money on Nestle. For example, due to this corona, Nestle is under loss, or maybe Adidas is in loss. So these people, they wanted to hide their analytics from the customers so that the shareholders will not it get affected. So here, if they wanted to do some manipulations on this, they will not be able to do it, because it is completely controlled by inbuilt Einstein algorithms. So that would calculate the data and that would give, so we cannot change it. So that is one more problem with this, so it's not flexible. So non-flex. So these are certain drawbacks of this, and even there are hell a lot of drawbacks, but these things are the major drawbacks. And if you see what is advantages, advantages is like, for example, everybody wants to see the graphs. Why today in market, the data analyst, the data scientist concepts was not there. Like 5-10 years back, there was no data scientist. Data people itself are different, scientists itself are different, but nowadays they created something called as data scientist profile, a highly paid jobs. So what these people do is just analytics. They do it, they capture the data everywhere, write queries, pull the data, put it into a system, and they analyze it, and they build some beautiful charts and they show it to it. For example, your CEO, the company's CEO, don't want to see the figures. He is not at all interested to see the figures, like, okay, what is the number in the Spain, what is the number in Australia, what is the number in India. Is not interested, he is interested to see the color. So what is this, which is color? So it's green, okay, he's happy. If it is red, he's not happy. If it's orange, okay, he thinks, okay, it's average. So every industry wants to see the colors, every industry wants to see the graph. Even we also are interested to see the graphs. For example, if you're watching the cricket or something, you don't know like which over what runs it was. If you see a beautiful bar chart or something, some graph, everybody are interested. So this Einstein is also one of the fascinating applications which shows beautiful analytics graphs. Like maybe like it is more analytical, and it is more analytical. And third one is, it is completely automated. If you have your developers or something, you wanted to imagine, you don't have a developers, you're the single person, so it is highly easy because it does everything by itself. So there are other disadvantages also, like I will tell you like how and what and all I'm going to speak now is advantages and the best parts of this Einstein theories. Now let me show you one example, like what and all the things are present and how they are useful for our business. In those things, first they have bought this Einstein engagement scoring. So this is the first and old thing what they have built it as soon as Einstein came into picture, maybe last year. So they bought this Einstein engagement and this engagement scoring. So what is this engagement scoring is, you know, as soon as you buy the org, you need to activate it. Once you activate that one, so nothing would be there. You will not have all these options. If you see here, you will not have any options here. So whenever you go there, it says that could you please activate. So you just have to activate it. Once you go and activate it, it will take some time. It will take almost like 24 hours and it gets activated. So what happens if it gets activated? If you go to content builder, you would be seeing a lot of data extensions here. So if you go here and if you go to this, sorry, if you go to contact builder, see here you see a lot of attributes created, and all these see this one, for example, this predictive intelligence, and yeah, only these are created for now here. And if you see the data extensions, you see this data extensions, this Einstein MC, email frequency, this predictive scores, and all these things. So here if you see, there is one which is created, so this is the one who is responsible for this one. You should not delete this. Most importantly, if you delete any kind of a things, all your data, your Einstein, everything has been gone. So make sure that you don't delete those things. It's highly important, and it's highly secured. So suppose when you hire some people, if you're a marketing cloud architect in your company, and if you hire some people under you, you have to warn them that don't touch this. Once if they touch it, if this is gone, we cannot do anything out of it. It's completely, our Einstein predictions are collapsed. So here, once you um, activate this, when you click this data extension gets created. And how this captures the data, so once you go inside it, every email you send from marketing cloud, so automatically it calculates. See, there is no subscriber key, it works on the concept of email. So here it captures, like, it has a lot of uh, parameters. I'll tell you what each and everything is. So it is like, see, it has some attributes. In that attributes, it got some um, scores. So here if you see, there is some score here, there's some score, click score, open score, subscribe score. So here there is no unsubscription concept here. If a person unsubscribe also, you will never know, because maybe this company, they are using a custom unsubscribe. And also it has some names called as winback or dormant or loyalist or window shoppers. So it has some names. So these names you might need to know. I'll tell you like how to know these names. This is how it gets captured. So here if you see here, there are some names, it has some names here. So these are certain names which you might need to know. So these people are loyalists. Loyalist means these people, right? If you send an email, they always open it, they always click it. So whatever you send them, they open and they click. If that rate is high, so then those people, this Einstein is categorized as loyalists. And I'll tell you like why these names are. And next is window shoppers. So these people, what they do is they open it but they don't click it. They see, they click the message, and they'll say, okay man, I'm not interested. They don't open it. And these are selective subscribers. So these people, what they do is they don't open at all, but once they open it, definitely they would click the email. So that is one of the thing. And one is a win back or dormant. So these people, they don't, either they open it, they don't click it, whatever we send, it's just a waste. They just see the email and they are so much lazy that they don't even unsubscribe it. Even we are sometimes, if you see my inbox, there are thousands of emails, because I cannot go, and I'm a bit lazy to go click unsubscribe and all those things. I'll not be doing. It's the pulse of a customer, anybody can do that. So those, they put it into this kind of a category. So people, so this is one way. So this is how these people have been categorized. And if you see here, there is one more thing, like how to calculate here. And one more thing is, yeah. And also it has a numbering, like if it is between 1 to 0.85, they say it's excellent. And if it is good, that is, this is the range. If it is fair, this is the range. If it is less than, if it is poor. So it has some different rating. I'll show you like how this works here. And if you go into this engagement scoring, let's see how this engagement scoring is here. So this is built on React.js. This is hosted on React.js. So once you see here, so all these people, it has been categorized. So here, see, if you see here, these many people are like least likely people, and these people, it categorized into win-back or dormant, window shopper, selective. So it has taken it. If you want to see in a percentage, you can click it, and it can be. So this, as I said, this is completely built on React, so that's the reason it is highly clicked. So the population, it shows this is it. So these people are highly populated. And also if you see here, currently from last 14 days, they are good, because I told you, like, so these people, the percentage based on this, it is categorized either good, poor, or like fair. So currently here it is really good. So it shows like this is the audience health now. And one more thing is, like, you see like, oh, what is the click rate. So this is the click rate. And what is the subscription rate. So whoever we sent an email, it has been subscribed, but it shows that they are not unsubscribed it. Here, this is what it is. If you use custom unsubscribe, this would show always the wrong value. Definitely it cannot be like 99.94% has subscribed. Definitely, since this company they are not using a proper master unsubscribe logic, it shows 95%. But if you see here, only 0.9% people have been clicking it. That means it also increased a little bit. And also if you see here, this is openings. So these are the opens, these are the clicks, and these are the subscriptions. So everything is analytical. You can just give this URL to your business. You don't need to take the data, run the data views, execute it, calculate it. You don't need to hire some data scientist to do this work. So you can just show to your business that yes, we are in a good condition and this is what our graph says. That's it. So this is one way. This is of the Einstein's engagement scoring. And the next one is messaging insight. So this is a little bit new feature. So what is mean by this messaging insight? So this messaging insight is this calculates for the journeys. So if you have a lot of journeys and you are sending emails from a lot of journeys, it behaves like in which journey which has a lot of open rate. So if you see here, I will go to this one. See here, if you see, there are a lot of journeys here. So if I click on a journey, so in this journey it shows that this is the open rate and this is the upper bound and this is the lower bound. So here there is some bounds here, like based on this. So if you see, this is the upper bound and this is the lower bound, and like it is like a maximum and minimum. So this is the total delivery of the day. And also if you see here, this is what it is for the different journey. And if you take this journey, how this rates are. So what is the percentage of the open rate? So this is based on complete open rate, how many people are actually opening your email. So here on every email you see here, you just click on it, it automatically shows the things. So this is Einstein messaging insight. So this one automatically, if you activate it, this works. You just need to activate it. If you activate it, all the journeys sends and emails. So based on that, it calculates. And the next one comes Einstein frequency. So this one, it is completely depends on sends. So like how many emails, how we are sending, how many emails we are sending, and what is the predictive nature of that one. So if you see here, so this is the sense. So this calculates over 90 days. Every 90 days it calculates. So from last 90 days, like what is the probability? So here the open rate is increased by 70%. And all these are categorized into three people. So these people are like, they are like super active people. And so here these are oversaturated people, and these are targeted people, and these are undersaturated people. So these comes into undersaturated, and also the unsubscription rate. So here if you see, there is no unsubscription at all. So it shows that they are not using any unsubscription logic, because all unsubscribes are zero. There cannot be a company who has so many, who are sending so many emails and no unsubscription, because the thing is they don't have unsubscription feature. So but rest, if you see the click rate, see here the click rate was more, because less emails, so more click rate. And also the open rate, yes, less emails, more open rate, more emails, less open rate. And also see here, it's again the calculation. And here you can see like the click rate, it changes. And here click advanced, and here you can see the percentages and all these things. You can unsubscription, anyway it's not there. And the threshold, low threshold, high threshold, all these things, these are like little bit analytical. And also see, it's a commercial, and also you can see for all emails, commercial and transactional also. And maybe you can see if it is, if you want to see for 30 days, or maybe if you want to see for 60 days, if you want, you can see it a closer look. And if you just hover it, you get it, like what is the open rate, and what is the number of subscribers what we have sent, and what is open rate, what is the click rate, what is unsubscription rate. So everything you can see over here. And if you see here, I want to tell you one thing. There is something, if you see the unsubscription, it is 0.03%. These people, I'm damn sure that they're using custom unsubscribe. But how is this 0.3% came? So this thing they might ask you in an interview. So what is the thing is, if you see here in the emails, sometimes if you see any emails, there is some unsubscribe button comes here. Have you ever observed it? So always you can see the unsubscription button comes here down. Maybe you can take this, or maybe something here. No, these are transactional emails. um, maybe if you take some, yeah, maybe let's take this one. So if you see here, this one, they have some unsubscription link here. So this, it doesn't have it. Maybe let's see some promotion mails or maybe some social mails. Does it have it? No. So definitely they should be having one unsubscription here, and also this is, that would be the one from the company, but here you can see some unsubscription here above your inbox. So there would be something above your inbox. Currently it is not here. So those, if a person clicks that one, so this unsubscription will go on to account of the receiver. So here Gmail would block those things. So for example, if you click over here, the Gmail would block those emails. So that's the reason this minor gap comes here. So because some people, what they do is they open the phone and they see some unsubscription, they are very much lazy to go inside, or they don't know how to go inside and unsubscribe it. What they do is, as soon as they open the email, there is an unsubscribe icon that is sponsored by that particular web provider. So he clicks it and that's it. So for those things, for that's the reason this small difference comes. So this is about Einstein engagement frequency. So this one, it calculates like how many number of emails sent and what is the open and click rate based on the sends. So this is about the Einstein engagement frequency. And one more thing is copy insights. So here, if you see this copy insights, so this has not been activated. So this one is, it is same like this. If you see how in journeys it same works like this only, but here what happens is it is completely belongs to the subject, like what kind of a subject you're using. So here, for example, how can you attract a person? How can you attract a person by using an email? Most importantly, if you see email, looking at the subject itself, it attracts you. If you go and see here, looking at the subject, so they have given like 50% or like congratulations or something, like something which you can attract the people. So here if you see some machine learning in marketing or something, so these things attracts people, the subject attracts the people. So here if you have many emails whose subject is more attractive, so people which has a better subject, like especially for example, like the it has some subject like hey, congratulations, you won, congratulations email has more open rates. That means that would be calculated for that subject. So what it predicts is maybe the because of the subject it is been opened. And also what happens is maybe same email with a different subject might have a less open rate. So based on that, it uses some analytics in the backend and it says that because of the subject this has been opened. So here they did not activate it, but if you activate it, you will get like this all the subjects. So whichever has a better ranking would come on the top. So that what you will do is you will try to run the campaigns with that subject so that people gets attracted to it. So that is copy insights. And next thing is content selection. So this is the new one, this is the latest thing, and nobody has used it, but let me tell you like how to use it. This is not so difficult. So if you see here, I think they did not activate this, but I'll tell you like how this works. So this is pretty simple. So if you see here, sorry, let me see here. So this is built on React. So these people are so lazy that they did not change the title. So if you come and see here, there is something like we have to upload the template in a email building. It's in a email world. For example, if I ask Ashok to build an email template, so what Ashok will do is he'll type this and he will type, for example, if country is Germany, send this image. Else, if country is Spain, send this email. So we use a lot of content blocks in a if else loops, or maybe one content block with a lot of loops, and we just put a image one, and image 2 like this. Imagine that we built an email like this. So this is image 2 like that. So we have built it. Or for this image, we have used a lot of links. Like for example, this image has one link and this image has a link. So this is how it is. So what happens is um, in this we have a lot of images. For example, if Germany is like this, and if um, customer is active, or maybe customer revenue is greater than some 1,000 euro, we send him some BMW image, some latest BMW car we would send him with the image, and we would link. And suppose if the customer email, if he has created maybe some, if he created less than 1,000 euros, we would send him some normal, for example i20, we send him some i20 here, and here we send him BMW link. So let us take this example. So let us remove this, we can put it simple. So if a person has more revenue, so we show this image with this link. If a person is creating some different revenue, we show different kind of image. So based on the customer's revenue, or based on customers behavior towards our company, we will be showing a lot of images and a lot of links for him. For example, if a person, whenever he visits our, for example we are working in Amazon, and whenever a person visits our website, he'll buy a products more than like some 50,000 rupees. He buys TVs, he buys whatever he wants. So he's like he's buying some more. So what we would do is we put a customer in one specific category, and we would be sending some specific images to him so that he will go and click that. So in order to attract the customer with that part, so based on the customer's pulse, we would be showing different images and different links and all those stuff. So in order to do that, what Marketing Cloud use this is, because I don't know whether people use this or not, but here I'll tell you like how to use it. So here there's a template, like I just download this template. So here is the template. So in this template, what they are asking is, they are asking like some image name. Asset is nothing but all the images, all the links, and whatever it is that's called as all the images and those content blocks, they're called as assets in Marketing Cloud. So for example, here we have an image, and we see like what is it, whether it's a banner, or it's a header, or a footer, or something like a hero, or something like, it has different names. So, and also we give some image for that. So we give some example image, and also we give some link to that, and we also see from when it is available, and when from start date, end date, because if you're running a summer sale, definitely you should have some start and end date to it. And also this is fallback. Suppose imagine that if it exceeds the start date and end date, what image you have to show. So this is the format what Marketing Cloud gave to us. So they are asking us to add like this, add the image, add the link URL, add everything, and then they are asking us to upload this file, this whatever the file they have given. So we have to fill it and we have to upload it, and so that in the content builder we can use it in such a way. So what happens is, when you send an email, so based on the customer's preferences, it would show that images automatically. So this is little bit of configuration oriented and little bit more technical, and also this is not in the market as of now. Not in the market means people are not using it, they're not used to use this. So you cannot send a email trusting a mission, or a trusting some algorithm. You cannot send an email. So that's the reason this is not so much open in the market, because when you are building an email template, you build whatever you wanted to, whatever your boss said, whatever your business asked. You cannot build a template what Einstein decides. So it's highly difficult to give the control to Einstein to build your own template, because the size might be less, size might be more, the link might expire, link might break, a lot of things happens. So just to know about this, this is how this content selection works. So this is something Einstein predicts based on your rules and regulations, it would send the content. And this is one. And next, one more important and successful thing is this send time optimization. So this send time optimization is like, this one just decides what is the right time to send an email to a customer. So this is a little bit successful out of all these things. This I have seen people using it more, because if you build a journey anyways, this especially this would be useful in a journey, because there is activity in the journey. I will show it to you. So this one, how it is useful is like, when you send an email, um, this one, if you put that before the email, so this one what it will decide is, for example, what time he would be. I'll show you like how this one is. So here, if you see this, when you're sending an email, there is three colors. So this one has a more rate and this one is a less rate. We have a lot of chances of people opening the emails on from 8th to 18th, and especially on Mondays they're opening, and also few people on Tuesday and Wednesday. So people are opening based on some times. So this one gives a overall view for us in 1 month in which days people are opening the email. So based on the color we will be able to see this. And also all contacts in this business unit it would show, or maybe that specific tenants, but here everything comes under one business unit. And so here in which day the people are showing. So Sundays and all they're not showing up, but in weekdays they are looking at it, because this is a B2C business unit. That means all corporate people, they are we send emails to corporate people. So that's the reason people are able to see all these things in a weekdays. And Fridays they are looking at it more, because maybe it's a car rental company and these people they wants to go for vacation or something. So this is how this one works. And also like cents per hours, so in which hour and what are the timings people are watching it more. So here in the midday people, or maybe some 2 o'clock or something, people are watching it more. So when, if this is the criteria, so what it will do is, instead of sending an email here, it would send an email at this point of time. So when a person is, if you feel that the persons are opening, like see here 263k people, they are watching the emails at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe they are going for lunch or something, and after that they are watching it. So what we can do is, immediately at that point of time, the send time optimization would send an email at that point of time, so that if a person opens the laptop, as soon as he gets the email, there's a more probability for him to see the email, rather than that. Okay, maybe he got a email somewhere in the morning, or maybe some 3 o'clock in the morning, chances of opening is less. So as soon as you open the laptop, you get an email, then you can have a look at it. So this is one way of the thing. So this is about the send time optimization, and I'll tell you like how these are used in journeys. So this is about the send time optimization. And as I said, these email recommendations and web recommendations are flop and it doesn't work. So you can ignore this, you don't need to worry about this. On all these things are important. You can tell about engagement scoring, engagement frequency, you can tell about this you can explain them the concept, and you can tell them that this is a lot of drawbacks, we cannot trust the system, that's the reason we don't give a control to it, but logically this is how it works. And send time optimization is one of the successful thing because of so and so reason. So you can already tell them and explain them. And next I'll tell you like how this works. Let me go to journey builder. So here there is something called as, let me pull the data extension here, and let me pull the Einstein split. I tell you how this works. So if you click on the split, so this split has a different splits here, like persona split and a lot of other things. So here let us take this persona split, and here how this works is like this. The loyalist people, that means that's the reason I told you like this is how these people have been categorized. These are the loyalist people. So for these people we give them one offer, either we give them a better offer, or maybe we can give them like normal offer. So these people, that these people definitely opens your email, so let's give them a surprise. So we might think of it and we may send an email to him. And also the selective subscribers on window shoppers, dormers, or reminders, what these terms mean. So based on these terms, how to run a campaign to them. So this is how it is. So now maybe you are sending an email, and next thing is this send time optimization. So this send time optimization, there is nothing to do with this, you just need to put that. So once you put that, so what it will do is, so based on the metrics, like based on the previous data, it knows like when the person, so what would be the optimal durations, like maybe within 48 hours it would calculate, or maybe 72 hours it would calculate, or maybe 12 hours it calculate, like in last 24 hours, or maybe last 1 week, at what time this person opens the email more. So at that point of time, this gets activated and it sends the email. Until then it will not send an email. So this one, it holds the emails and it would send. So here this one was successful because nowadays I see people, they just use this one, just like they just drag and drop it, because there's nothing to do with this, because anyways it would send an email. So this one, this would deliver the email for him on a right point of time. So that's the reason this works. And this personal split, it works like this. And maybe if you could see it here, this is web likelihood. This is just straightforward, more likely, or most likely, more likely, less likely, least likely. This is also the same. And this is clicks, so based on the clicks. So this one, who's clicking more for them. And subscription, so based on the subscription we can give. And also based on the opens, so who's opening better, so who's opening bad or good. So based on that we can run the campaign. So here mostly I see people are using this persona split, because this one, based on the category, it would be using. So this is how it is. All these things, it takes the data from each and everything what we have discussed. It could be the send time optimization, or it could be engagement frequency, or open rate, or a click rate. So whatever I showed you, so based on those metrics, it takes the metrics from the data extension and it runs the campaigns. So that is how this one works. And if you see here, yeah, it is the same. That this is the frequency, under saturation frequency, over saturation frequency. So this is how this under saturation and over saturation frequency. So if you go and see here, so this is how it calculates, like how many period, the message delivered, unique opens, clicks. So this one, luckily this behaves on a subscriber ID, but the predictive scores and all, it doesn't go on a subscriber ID. But this alone, this frequency, it works on this subscriber ID, because they have done it later, this one, because predictive source was not so successful because people were dependent on email ID. So that's the reason they were rejecting. So later on the release and next release, when they were bringing this frequency, so when they were bringing this uh, see, when they bought this engagement frequency, then they changed it to subscriber ID. So that and they could not change the old one, because when, as soon as they bought this predictive scores, a lot of people, they started using it. And if they change it, there's been a lot of impact. So that's the reason they did not change the predictive scores. But at a later point of time, they bought subscriber ID into the picture. But anyways, people are interested to use it. If they're interested, they would use it. So this is about the Einstein features. And yeah, I think we have covered everything here. So this one, you can keep it in your mind, and it would be highly helpful for you, so that you can revise it whenever you wanted to, because these figures and all these things would be a little bit important for you. So this is about the Einstein feature. So do you have any questions on this? Okay, I assume there are no questions, but currently I think we don't have anything left for now. We almost covered all the topics. According to my knowledge, like most of the things are covered. 99% of the things we have successfully covered. And now it's up to you, like how you're going to revise the things and how you're going to work on it. And what we would do is, maybe tomorrow I would just give you a breathing time. Like maybe tomorrow there won't be any class, and Friday we will have one more class. That is Shruti should confirm me that if everyone are available, so that I would be demoing the org, like more on a content builder, and like more on how the content and how the templates works, how the AMP scripts are there, and little bit the automations and all those stuff. So I would be explaining that. So that I will not be recording because of the security